G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So back in the LGE and we're going to be hitting it off with that Super Saiyan only mission. So this is the team we're going in with. I unfortunately don't have the Namek Goku, so he's your ideal leader for this mission, but Goku can certainly get the job done. So I think this first rotation we might just go with the Trunks and Gohan. Those two will link up pretty well together and we'll just float this Goku for the time being till we transform him, and then we'll have him stacking his defense as well, and yeah, we'll just have him on the next rotation. So should be a pretty good run. Attack haven't had much of a look yet, but I'm assuming our health is around 480k, I think. So let's just have a look up next. But we've got a lot of defense on this team, and then you look at we've got AGL Gogeta in here. So yeah, 460k is pretty good. We've got to make sure we get off this stack with Vegeta in this before he transforms. As we know, he stacks up until his last transformation, so you really need to get in those attacks early. Any additionals would be amazing, but I think we'll get the finish here. Oh no, there we go. Didn't do as much damage as I thought. But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of stackers on this team, so we should have no problems getting through this. So here's our first transformation for the mission, and there we go. So we'll slide him into that first slot. Just get off the one orb. I'll just show you these links. So we've got 4 active there. That's a good rotation for Gohan, who I thought I had completely linked 10, but I've missed one, so I'll have to take him back into my link grinding and get that done. There we go, tanked that pretty nicely, but in the early stages of this event, I feel like I say it every time, we don't get hit that hard, so we'll burn through these. Gohan's, as per every LGE run that you have him in there, he's going to be one of your MVPs with that, pumping out good damage, stacking defense. He's outrageous. Can't wait till the Tech Ultimate Gohan, which should be the next banner for Global, comes on, and running a Goku's family with them two together is going to be crazy. They're going to be so good together. But here we go. So we'll just go with this for the moment. Not getting a super off with Goku, but Vegeta's going to finish him here anyway, so that it's not really relevant. But you wouldn't send in, you got to make sure you send in Vegeta to be getting the one finishing off the opponents, because you need that stack. So that worked out well. Goku showing off why he's so handy when bringing him into events like this. His orb changing just makes it so easy to get off supers, and then we'll just get him his 12 key, because on his 12 key he does greatly raise his defense. So depending on the situation, most of the time we'll probably be just going for that 12 key raise. However, against the second last stage with that type advantage, we'll really use him to put some damage on the board, because he'll power through. But we do have the 3 AGL units, so that second stage will be quite easy. Our second last stage, sorry, will be quite easy. But only the 1 Fizz unit in this lineup, so it could take a bit longer on that last level. But as you just saw, he tanked really well. Oh, we've got the 2 Fizz units, sorry. With the transforming and the Gogeta. So again, not getting a... Oh, Goku hasn't transformed, so it's not the end of the world. Do need him to transform, but that's alright. So hopefully we can get off the additionals here. This probably hurt us for close to 100, I'd say. Yeah, 80k. But that's alright, because we are building this Vegeta up, and we have to be willing to take those hits at the start. Additionals would be nice though. getting the additional, but just not on the right character, right unit. But that's alright. And then we'll fire off a spirit bomb here. Pretty clean animation. Yeah, I definitely hope to pull this unit eventually. I don't know, just seems to be escaping me at the moment, but as he comes back on more packs, I'm sure I'll get him eventually. We'll get the finish off here with Trunks, one last stack, and then we'll just take those for a little bit of healing. So pretty easy thus far. I expect this to be a pretty good run overall. We might end up popping a couple items towards the end, but it should be a really smooth run. And there is plenty of other units that you can bring into this stage. You've got those two free to play. We'll go like this. We'll let Fizz Gogeta take the majority of the hits. Is that going to be enough? Yep. So you do have the free to play Android Saga. You've got the Goku and the Vegeta. Sort of only want to get off his 12 key here, so we'll go that side. We'll just take the defensive raise. But yep, those two free to play Goku and Vegeta units from the Android Saga, they're really good. They're stacking defense for you, and they're definitely usable throughout a number of runs in the LGE. So, and then you've got the future Gohan. He's also pretty decent for this stage with his greatly raising attack and defense after his super, so he's certainly usable, but there's just so many Super Saiyan units you can take in. So it shouldn't be the hardest of these missions for you guys to all knock over. So here we go, we get that transformation. It's a very cool transformation, very nostalgic for a lot of people, I would imagine. But we're going to fly him off rotation anyway. So I probably should be careful here not to get a Dokkan attack off. That shouldn't... Oh, I did get it off. Oh well. That's certainly a waste of a Dokkan attack, but... Oh well, what can you do? It's, this first Dokkan attack's not that important. It's more about getting that second Dokkan attack, because this is going to be we don't have a massive tank damage doer like we do when we run the blue fusions or one of those types of units. So you probably will get off that second Dokkan attack, and you do want it to be on MUI so that you get that guaranteed big hit. So we'll get the full changing of spheres here. We'll just send him in. So we'll get big damage there. We'll take that. Get off the 18 key. So this will be a good turn for us. We'll dish out a hell of a lot of damage here. There you go, 4 mil. Crit wouldn't be the worst thing to happen to me. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And the additional. Too bad he wasn't firing off these additionals for to stack his defense, but the advantage of this is, there you go, as you just saw, he got so many of those Fizz orbs that we're going to tear through this GOKU right now. So I always go on about this AGL Gogeta, how useful he is. He's going to get off, well, he's got his chance to dodge, and then he's got his guaranteed crit, so hopefully he does. Nope, doesn't want to dodge. It's going to hurt 250, and then there's the dodge that we needed before, but that's okay. So we'll take those. We'll just get off a big 18 key, 24 key super, and then a bit of healing in that last slot works out pretty nice for us. So I'd say that we're definitely this Trunks isn't going to finish him. Yeah, with no dupes in him, we can't expect any additionals or crits. So that's that, and Gohan should get the job done. 4.8 million attack stat there. He's just so good. So, and there we go, we got the crit as well, and we go on to Super Saiyan Blue. So we'll go like this. We'll just check so 3 links there. It's not bad. We'll just take that to get off the super. that, and then that'll set up those fizz orbs pretty nice, extremely nicely for us. We'll get the big 24 key super there. So you can see after he's been built up, he tanks really well. On those normal attacks, super might be 100k, which is not too flash, but it does. This Vegeta is extremely handy come the last stage against MUI. With that type advantage, I always say that you've got to have multiple units that have type advantage against MUI because you need that extra damage. The additional. This Goku did have full link level 10s, the friend, so that was handy, but I think it was only one dupe, so would have liked to have found a rainbow one, but clearly was unable to. So we might go like this, and then we'll make sure we get off that super with Gogeta in the end there, because we want that guaranteed big crit super. So this should be a pretty decent rotation for us, as long as that super attack occurs in the first 2 slots on either Gohan or Trunks, because if it does not, we'll certainly be hoping for a dodge, because AGL Gogeta can get hit pretty hard with those supers. So let's just wait and see what happens here. But yeah, you look at that 2 million attack stat, guaranteed crit. He's a great unit, especially when you can pair him alongside alongside another Gogeta unit. And there we go, we got the dodges. So that's awesome. We won't use the rage. We'll just go that. Could certainly do with popping an item here, but we'll just take our chances, see how we go. It is very early on in the event. I don't like to use items up until probably the second last stage is the earliest I want to be using them. And ideally we don't use them at all, but we've got to hope for no supers on Goku here, so he needs a chance to stack up his defense. There we go, getting off an additional certainly helps us with that. Pretty clean animation, but that is not what we need. I'd say we're about to get finished off, or extremely close to it, because of that type oh wow, he's tanked that for nothing. Okay, that's very impressive. As I've said, don't have that Goku, so haven't used him a crazy amount. Certainly do want him, though. Probably could have purchased him with my stone tickets, memorial stone tickets, sorry, but is what it is. Wanted to take my chance at drawing the other units, but there we go, back to full health because of that transformation. And look at that for a perfect perfect attack sequence. We've got all of them lined up on the Gohan, that type advantage, and then we get off a big 24 key super with Gogeta in the end there. So this is almost a perfect rotation for us. Anytime you can have Gohan being supered, look at that, absolutely nothing. That annoys you though. That would have been a really good damage getter for us then, but look, I guess we'll take that considering the attack layout that we got. So continuing to stack up that Trunks, he's going to be really important for these next 2 stages. Even though he's going to have that type disadvantage, he's going to certainly still tank for us very well. So good to get off the additional here. Dang, that sucks. And then 21k, not the best, but not the worst either. So we'll slide it along like this. This is still a pretty good attack setup for us. Having most of them being able to hit Goku in that first slot. As you can see, tanks that awesome. And then we'll be able to finish it off with Gogeta in that third slot, so he'll be our big damage getter as well as Gohan during this part of the mission. So this will be interesting. 72k, yeah, that's not that bad. That's certainly not the end of the world. So we need crits here from transforming Vegeta. yeah, otherwise he's not going to do a whole lot. But he tanked that really well actually for a type disadvantage at this stage. Yeah, we'll certainly take that. And then this is what we're looking for. Bang. Big crits. Additionals. Perfect. No dodge. There we go. So now here's where we're hoping he doesn't dodge. Because we're going to be able to get off another big 18 key just there. We'll give Trunks that. Because then we're able to get the 3 orbs on that side and we get off the 18 key with GOKU as well. So as I was saying earlier on in the event, we're looking to get GOKU off his 18 key super here because he's going to be dealing out huge damage, whereas in the other stages of the event you want to get off that 12 key super so that he greatly raises his defense. But yeah, with that type advantage we're certainly going completely up on the offense, and we have nearly finished off GOKU here. So with that 2.99, not bad. Remembering the more rainbow orbs you can get to this GOKU, the better. Bang. And then 15k. Nothing crazy, but yeah, you could certainly ask for more. So we probably could have left them for the Gogeta, but I figured we're going to get those there. And the absolute ideal attack layout for the rotation we have here, obviously have 2 type disadvantaged units. So for everything to be attacking that first slot against GOKU is perfect. And as you can see, he's tanking like a king. Yeah, that was brilliant from GOKU. And definitely that is a unit you could use in multiple LGE runs as per those free ones as well. Putting him into those pure Saiyan runs, he's just going to be a gun. So let's see, what have we got? Most of those attacks are in the middle, so we'll slide there. Get all of those for Gohan, so we're getting off a lot of healing. And then we do want AGL Gogeta to be getting off his super, because if he doesn't get dodged, this will probably hurt actually. Even though we have been stacking this Trunks throughout the whole mission, that type disadvantage, sorry, just because I don't have any dupes, so he hasn't been able to get off any additional attacks just to really bolster that defense of his, which his defense is brilliant, but I guess this LGE is one of the harder events in the game, and on the last stage you got that type disadvantage, so you got to be expecting to get hit for big numbers. No dodging on Gohan, which is good because he is one of our better damage outputters here. But we certainly don't want Gogeta to be getting dodged either, because he's going to, yep, awesome, get us our crit. So that's good damage here. This will be over 1.5 million, I'd say, or close to 1.5 million. 1.26, not bad. Remembering he does lose his chance to dodge though because of this final stage. Look, I guess something we don't really get to use that often, the Rage for Goku, so may as well use it. So we're not going to take any damage here. Am ruining my RNG because that was a good RNG turn, but that's alright because we're getting free damage here. So, and then we should go very close to getting off our, probably won't get our Dokkan attack off next rotation, but the rotation after that. And the advantage of that is that Fizz Gogeta will be on that rotation, so he should be able to put out a huge damage number for us. So here we go. Doesn't really matter what we would have been getting hit for or anything here, because clearly we're not taking the damage. So here we go. Gets the dodge. There we go. No dodge this time. But yeah, this Rage, I know from hearing from other people that that's not a active skill that you get to see too often from this Goku. So it is cool to fire that off just whenever it's available. So we'll go, we'll have to go like that into that. As you can see that, oops, sorry, pop a Princess Snake just for some damage reduction, and then this will put us extremely close, yep, to our Dokkan attack. So that guarantees the Dokkan attack for next rotation. But what it did do was get off the 18 key super for Goku. I probably should have only fired off his 12 key, but just because of his the Princess Snake being active, we should be fine on that front. Unless he gets supered, in which case he'll take a lot of damage there. This UI has not dodged whatsoever. Getting extremely lucky on that front, which scares me, because that means it's probably going to dodge my attacks at a latter stage. Probably be some big damage getting stage attacks. Still no dodge. This is crazy. I'm never usually this lucky on this front, on that front. But 20k, but yeah, with Princess Snake active. So here comes our big Dokkan attack. Plenty of links active there. This will be a big 24 key super. Then we can follow up with another 18 key, and then Trunks is just going to do his 12 key. But this will be good. Very, very high damage. We should go close to finishing him, I think, if we can get a crit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Perfect run on that too. So this will be very interesting to see damage output. Type advantage, and in his passive he's got that effective against all anyway. But a lot of links active, all level 10. This could be GG's. There we go. 5.5 mil, left him with one stat left, in which he finishes it just there as well. So a perfectly timed Dokkan attack for us to finish off the event. So pretty easy run. The one item used just for safe measure, and done and dusted. So hopefully you guys are able to put together a good Super Saiyan team and can knock over this event as well. So hope you found the video useful, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and I will continue to pump that out even though we are in a pretty dry period on Dokkan at the moment. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all on the next video.